So as you all know, I've been struggling to find someone to fix this rear end. So instead of just waiting, I decided to do something different. So I didn't want to pay the £1,000 they were asking, because personally I think it's a rip-off. Just to pull this out, £1,000, that's not even including the parts. You tell me if it's a rip-off or not. So I spent £100 on eBay and bought this hydraulic press. Hopefully I can just mount it just from here to here. I'm gonna jack it up and then start pushing it, and hopefully it works. Before buying the frame puller, which is around like 1,700, 1,800 pounds, I want to try with this one first. If it works, happy days, and I can finish off this car, and I would have saved hundreds and hundreds of pounds. So let's see how it goes. Wish me luck, and let's get this started. I'm starting by giving the interior a quick vacuum and clean, making it much easier to see what I'm working with. Now I'm removing the boot trim to expose the damage and get full access before the repair begins. So according to YouTube, this should be easy. According to my nerves, not so much. So let's give it a go. I've positioned the hydraulic ram so it's pushing directly against the damaged section, and I've used a timber to spread the load to protect the shell. And the last thing I want is like create even more damages. And now I'm applying slow and controlled pressure, encouraging the metal back towards its original shape. And I'm not trying to make it perfect, just close enough so the new panel properly lines up. With the seam sealer out of the way, the factory spot welds finally reveal themselves, and there are loads of them. It feels like every time I drill one out, another 3 appear. Once they're all gone, I can carefully chisel the damaged panel away from the shell. Now that's what I call a great success. So I've been working on this for the last 2 days. So many spot welds to drill out and then chisel it out. Oh my god, it was a nightmare. But finally it's out now, and I just need to straighten everything up, put the new panel in, weld it up, and it'll be good as new, hopefully. Now I'm test fitting the new panel, and the chassis leg is slightly pushed in, so I'm using the hydraulic ram to gently push it back into alignment. That way the new panel fits exactly where it should. So now I've successfully removed the damaged panel and managed to put in the new panel. So now I just need to spot weld it like on all these spots where I drilled out before, and then it'll be good as new. Also, I bought myself a MIG welder, so I've been practicing how to weld. It's not perfect, but I'm getting there. So let's start welding this together, and then we can put some seam sealer to cover it, and then respray it, and it will back to OEM quality. So let's see how it goes. Right, this is my first time ever using a spot welder, so no pressure here. I've spent plenty of time watching videos, and now it's time to find out if any of it actually sank in. So I've done the top part of the weld. I don't think it's too bad for a first timer. Let me know what you think. So it's holding up everything together, so that's the main thing. I just need to clean it up. There's one there, and one there. I need to put one more in here. So I don't think it's too bad for a first timer, but still a lot more to go. So I just need to weld it all the way through in the inside. With the panel finally welded in, I'm masking everything up and applying fresh seam sealer to recreate the factory finish and keep moisture out. And once that's done, it's time to lay down some color and finally make this panel look like it belongs on the car. Right, everything is masked up and I've got a full painter's outfit on as well. Shame it doesn't come automatically with some painting skills. So I've done the first coat and I think one more coat will look even better. So as you can see, it came out nicely, all the seam sealer. Even though it's not perfect, it is quite close to the factory. So that's the factory finish and that's my finish. I don't think it's that bad. When you consider I have no experience in doing this whatsoever, it's my first ever time taking off a panel, replacing it and welding it and also respraying it, all while learning how to do these things. So if that's not worth a subscribe, I don't know what is. So please make sure to hit that subscribe button and give a thumbs up if you like how it turns out. And also in the process I decided to refurb the wheels as well. So I just wanted to give it a go and see. There were scuffs all around, as you can see on the video. And the rear bumper, it came out slightly damaged on the side. Filled it and I've sanded it level now and just need to respray it now. So let's get it started without further ado.
And love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on.
Now it's time to start putting everything back together, which is the fun part. And the first thing I'm installing is the crash bar. And the fact that it bolts straight on without any forcing or adjustment is exactly what I wanted to see. And it's a great indication that the rear structure is back in alignment and the repair has gone to plan. So I guess I can call myself a pro now. And with that done, I can move on to the wiring harness and all the interior trims. And before fitting the bumper, I just gave it a polish to bring back the shine, and then transfer all the trims over and install it on the car.
See the horizon.
And finally the rear lights, and the rear end is complete once again. And just like that, she's complete now, and I cannot quite believe that I've managed to tackle a massive repair, something like that, which I've never done before. So all the late nights and all the hassles were worth it, like to see how it is now. So as you can see, everything lines up perfectly, and every single alignment is just spot on. So I had to respray the bumper and give it a polish as well. I think it might need another polish, but it does look shiny though. So, and the interior, I have not cleaned it properly yet. Every single panel is in, but you would never know this car was in a rear end damage. And even the door shuts, everything lines up perfectly. Honestly, I cannot believe myself that I've done this. So it's not quite done. It's not quite done yet. There's plenty more to come. So on the next video, I will be addressing all the fault codes, and I think there are a few. So I need to look into those. Then I need to do the, and then I need to do the MOT. Also, the fun part begins after this. So I will be modifying this car, just some body kits, spoilers, just few bits and bobs, and I'm thinking of doing the roof black. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I should leave it like that or do it in black as well. So if you are enjoying the build, please make sure to subscribe, and if you don't want to miss what's coming up, and and if you don't want to miss what's coming up, make sure to subscribe and give a thumbs up. Also, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.